what you are focused on. I want to make sure we're live here on LinkedIn before we actually get started to see that the bat signal went out for people to join in on LinkedIn. And I'm going to do some live commenting. Come on, come in here. Come here. Here we go. Here we go. Brainstorming out loud with friends, starting doing some comments. So I'm going to type in some of the comments as we're actually getting started as you're joining here, and we'll talk about this. Good morning. Please say hello as you join the session. All right. Here we go. All right. So we got that. Hopefully these comments start to come in here. Here we are. That's perfect. The LinkedIn stuff comes in a little bit live. So show this comment. Perfect. Let's get it. So what this is going to be, going to be a daily live brainstorming show. I'll be sharing some of the ideas. I can't believe I'm wearing this neck thing. This is for, not for fashion purposes, but it's for, let's get this thing off my head. It's not for fashion purposes. It's for cold purposes. And here we go. Okay, so good morning. So it's going to be a live brainstorming sessions where I'll be sharing some of the, hey, Jonathan, how are you? It's been a while. Great to see you. Nina, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Feel free, anybody who's joining the session here. Let me just see. Jonathan, great to see you. Going to put up your good morning here. It's been a little bit. Anybody who's on Clubhouse, we are live on Clubhouse. So if you want to come on to this session live here today, you're more than welcome to on Clubhouse. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Nina. How are you? Hope you're having an amazing start to the day. Let me give Ben a good morning here. How are you? Good morning. So yeah, please say hello as you join the session. We've got Delsa who is on Clubhouse. So we're going to say good morning to Delsa right here, who's on Clubhouse right now, just listening in. I'm going to say good morning to you as well. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to kick this off with the line brainstorming. These first couple, we're going to be doing this every day. We'll be bringing on guests. We didn't get the, let me get the Otter running in the background here. Come on, get this thing started. All right, so now Otter is running here. Let me just do a quick screen share to share what is actually going on here in the background just to get it started. Share, we'll mess around with a little bit of the tech for a little bit here. We're going to do a little bit of screen share. So what's happening is this is a live brainstorming session, getting ideas that are rattling around. Good. How are you, Paul? Welcome. We are on a live session here. I see you there as a listener. Feel free, Paul. You're more than welcome to join the session if you want to come on. This is a live podcast. It's getting recorded. We are streaming on a couple of different platforms right now, but please feel free to join in at any point in time. So that's what's happening. We're getting this stuff transcribed. And so the whole idea is brainstorm, getting ideas that are rattling around inside the head, outside the head. Good morning, Paul. Getting ideas rattling around inside the head, out. And then also inside of the transcription, we start getting kind of the benefits of merging some of the ideas together. And then people can come on. So I'll keep talking until somebody comes on. Decent chance that nobody's going to come on to the session here live today, but I'll keep talking about the stuff that is sort of top of mind for me today. I'm going to be going back and forth a little bit with some of the tech here. So let me give Paul a good morning here just to show that. Come on, Paul. Let's go. Let's get thing up here quickly. Come on. Not Paul. All right. So yes, give a little bit of morning. So whole idea of this, this basic concept was inspired by Kill Tony, which is a Killy Tony, inspired by Kill Tony, which is a comedy show that gives comedians 1 minute. They get their names pulled out of a bucket, and then they get 1 minute to come up and do stand-up comedy and share ideas. It's a net positive experience because we get to say hello to friends. You get to come on for a couple of minutes. It's also inspired by open spaces. The whole idea of open spaces is basically you vote with your feet. If you no longer feel like this is a empowering conversation or there's something else that you should be doing, please feel free to step away. If you also feel like there's something that you can contribute to the conversation, we will have opportunities for people to come on. So for right now, we'll have to work out some of the tech, but if you do want to come on, you can come on live today on Clubhouse. That is available to you today to be able to come on. So if you hit me up at Ask Justin on Clubhouse and join the session there, then you can come on live today. I'm wondering if our little screen frozen here. Nope, we're not. It's a little bit frozen on my screen here. You're able to come on live today if on Clubhouse. In the future, we'll have people that start to come on in on on Restream directly. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a live brainstorming session, getting the ideas that are rattling around inside the head, outside the head. For the first time yesterday, I rediscovered, I'm probably mispronouncing this here, which is a video platform that was created by the original, I believe it was one of the original founders of Evernote. Fun ways to be able to create meetings. So I've been, as I've sort of been having to attend less of the formal corporate meetings, realizing there's so many different opportunities for ways to be able to meet. In October, I spent about 8 hours a day on Zoom, and really just got sick of it. If I never have to go onto Zoom again, that would probably be a positive. So had to look for different ways, and was always really empowered and excited about asynchronous meetings. So went through a couple of different things. Went back to one of my old, one of my favorite tools from the early 2000s, Voxer. Voxer, and what that is basically a walkie-talkie platform that allows you to share audio messages back and forth with people. So intended to be able to get a lot of my friends onto Voxer and to be able to have a conversation. So it occurred as a real conversation, but I might record a message at 3 o'clock in the evening or 3 o'clock in the morning, doesn't matter. And you might respond back to me at 4 a.m. or whatever it is, but it occurs as a conversation, or it might be 5 days later. The onboarding was a little bit of a challenge. Couldn't get a lot of friends on here, and then discovered Yak. Let me just see here real quick. Yak, which stands for Yelling Across Cubicles. Yelling Across Cubicles. A couple of weeks ago, and very impressed. The founding team over there is making changes. It feels like changes every day, so it's an opportunity to be able to do asynchronous conversation. So been playing around with the idea of doing a podcast. If you do hit me up on Yak, I'm yak.com, Justin F. If you want to have your voice featured in this, in these sessions, you hit me up. If you hit me up on Yak, you send me a message there. There's something you want to cover. I'll ask you a question. You can tell me what question you want me to ask, and then we'll start getting some of those Yaks featured in these sessions throughout the morning. So it's a great way. Or if you want to hit me up in DM, I really don't want the focus of this. We're going to mess around with the tech for a little bit for a couple of days, but really want the focus of this to be on other people. And so just as a reminder, please feel free, if you'd like to join in on Clubhouse, if you are coming in live, feel free to join in on Clubhouse. I am Justin. I'm Ask Justin Clubhouse. If you're on there already at Ask Justin, you can feel free live, and you can be live on this session right here. I spell my name correctly there. You're more than welcome to join in on Clubhouse, and we can have a conversation. So I'm going to pause for with the focus and focus. So structurally, what I want this to be is a place where really people can come and we can shine the light on amazing work or any amazing things that happen. So we'll do a little bit of rituals at the beginning, just to check in with what we're doing. It can just be a good morning to get things started. It can be it can be a little bit of a hello message. It can be whatever it is. We'll probably have a question of the day every single day, and then we'll be bringing on guests, quite a bit. And if we don't have guests, she'll be brainstorming. So anybody who's working on something that they're empowered by, or something that they might need some help from other people, just want to be able to give a platform for people to be able to talk about the stuff that is important to them and that matters to them. Eventually, this will move into a walk and talk type of platform. So yeah, going back, I talked about this, not that anybody's probably watching multiple days in a row, but I talked about this yesterday. In 2011, I was, walk and talk, we got that captured there. When my daughter was about a year and a half, she was, I felt like I didn't have a lot of time, and I was working for the AIG at that point in time, down on Wall Street. And I live deep into Queens. And if you're not from New York, this probably doesn't mean that much to you. but started walking for about 2 hours. I think at that point in time, I only had an iPod, and walked to the office in the morning with the iPod. And first of all, started listening to music, and then got into podcasts. I think those were the early days of the Joe Rogan podcast, when he still had, I was going to say Brian Callen, we had Brian Redband on the show. And would listen to the podcast, and it'd be about 2 hours at that point in time. And so I'd go on the long walks and talk about it. And I realized when you have like two people just talking about stuff that they're inspired by and what they're passionate about, you can, my video signal might not be good here. We'll see. If somebody's still listening, can you let me know how the video signal is? Because it's coming through really fuzzy on my iPad right now. I don't know if you're seeing the same thing here. I mean, I should go back to this, go back to a better screen here. It might be me moving around too much that's causing the fuzziness. So I'm seeing it very fuzzy iPad right now. That's going to be a little bit of a better setup here. What you're seeing right now is you're seeing Clubhouse. Delsa's listening in on Club. Oh, Delsa's gone. So it's just me kind of talking to myself on the Clubhouse platform. I think that's going to look a little bit better. I think I'm going to need to get a beefed up internet connection here because my screen right now is very fuzzy. Okay, it's going to come back to not fuzzy in a second here. Get a little bit of a better screen here. So I'm not sure. I got a red signal. I got a bright red signal. We'll get that fixed for future sessions. We'll get that fixed again for future sessions. Probably going to be a little bit less fuzzy now, but really the focus kind of on the audio. LinkedIn user, boom, love it. All right, so let me know less fuzzy. Can I get a less fuzzy out of people? Less fuzzy. Now let's just see. Yeah, I got to get my internet beefed up before Monday, before the next time we do this. Let's just see, because I'm showing like bright red internet right now with the stream, like bright red. So we've got to get this beefed up and working a little bit better to have these better streams. So I'll keep my face off and keep the big screen on the transcript. So what you'll see here is you see Clubhouse on the left. That's a chance for people. Thanks, Nina. I appreciate it. That'll be the place where people can come in and join the conversation live via audio. We'll have mostly an audio focus here, and I'll probably stay off live camera for most of the time and just have the Clubhouse up and have the audio transcript running in the background for some of the future sessions, because we really just want this to be audio focused and give people an opportunity to be able to plug into the conversation as they're walking. Don't want to dominate people's time as they're sitting by their computers, because computer time, in my opinion, should be hardcore work time. Like, that's where you should be focusing on the stuff that's most important to you. So the whole idea is I want this to be something that kind of runs in the background for people, both as guests or as live sessions. That's the plan. So yeah, we'll take a lot of the focus off the faces and the video components, and more on the audio components, and have this sort of getting into your ear holes. And then you can jump in to do some chat for a while. I don't know why the Pokemon jumped in there, but that was that case. So that's the whole idea. So if the camera's not where, I might even go off camera sometimes and just have this be, I'm gonna just have this be an audio show with some live streaming, actually, as opposed to, maybe do a little bit of video at the beginning, but have this be more audio focused. Because that's the whole idea. I don't want to be distracting from people's video time. So those were the iterations. I think for the next couple of weeks, if you are coming on, the tech will be a little bit fuzzy, but just talking about little different ideas. We are going to have, there he is. Okay, I see Sean on here. Welcome, Sean. I saw you joining in here, but I'm not seeing your comments come through. Oh, you're LinkedIn user. All right, let's put the LinkedIn user here. All right. For some reason, you're coming as LinkedIn user. So we'll be working through the tech in the. I did see it there. Let me put this boom up here. I like boom. We're working through the tech for the first couple of weeks, and I see in the LinkedIn comments, I see Sean is our boom guy, but I like LinkedIn user. That's the mysterious LinkedIn user that's going to be the heckler from the side for each of the sessions. So the whole idea. Is that you're welcome. And let me do a little bit of plug here real quickly. Let me make sure I get this. It's inspiration in a box. in a box at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sean, help me out with another, if there's a better link to actually put in here. So Sean and his partner Lee, partner in crime and inspiration in a box, do kind of cutting edge items from the market space. Where are people doing interesting work in the marketing space? One of the examples that they did last month was Capri Sun water, and they're doing a little bit of review on that. And they do a monthly report, and I'm not doing justice to this, but they do a monthly report. It's going to happen 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch today. I'm hoping that if somebody can help me out, if Sean is not on, Ben, if you could help me out with a link for how people can actually find that session. But honestly, as I think about it, I'm going to grab that link. Somebody can grab it here. Let me just see. It goes live in an hour. That's not, let's see, get some of these other pieces here. You can give me a link that I can actually pull up here, but we'll get it into the comments here. And that was a lot of the inspiration for what this show was, what they were doing. I will not say the inspiration from the production. Well, there's an inspiration from a production value perspective. Here we go. LinkedIn user just jumped in here. That's Sean, LinkedIn user. There we go. Looking at interesting stuff happening out there. Can connect from website. Got it. Can connect from the website. Brainstorm in a box. We're going to keep that up for the rest of the session. And that was the inspiration for a lot of the stuff that they're doing. They go through a bunch of different ideas. I've had the chance to have some offline conversations with Sean, and but definitely one of the most brilliant marketing minds that I've ever been around, but I don't want to oversell who it is. Check out Brainstorm in the Box. Go there at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't make it live, then you can see it on the back end. And as you said, this format was a lot of inspired by the stuff that they were doing. So check that one out. I just got my old buddy, old not because of age, although he's got a couple years on me, just jumped into it. I hope you're here. Steve Bivens was or is a friend that I met on the Anchor platform in Anchor.fm in 2016. And at that point in time, when Anchor first started, it's a podcasting platform right now that is owned by Spotify. Actually purchased them, so they've gone big time. And on the early days of Anchors, the podcasts were collaborative. They were, you could send messages back and forth, similar to some of the stuff that we are doing. Awesome. Steve Bivens found Brainstorm on a box, and you were able to chat with people. And so somebody would come on live to Anchor. Then a whole bunch of different people would welcome them to the platform, and you were able to have conversations back and forth. So that was a fun. He's old. I see Steve commenting in here a million years ago. So commenting in here. So just to catch everybody up for just a man like 8 system live talk. Is it distracting, Ben? Let me just see if it's distracting as we're going here. It'll get better, and we'll get it'll get better. But now you see how the mind actually works. So if people want to come on as guests for this session, the place to do that is, let me know how distracting it is. Not that I'll change anything to respond on that, but if people want to come on live on the session, it's on Clubhouse. If you don't have an invitation to Clubhouse, send me a direct message. Actually, go and apply, get on the list for Clubhouse. If I have your phone number, and you'll get added. So I don't know how you get on the list for Clubhouse, if somebody has a chance to grab the link for that. But I'm just thinking, if you want to come on to this session live at any point in time, Steve would love to have you on. The whole idea is when people pop into Clubhouse, where you can see people can join in on the conversation in Clubhouse. And so the whole idea for anybody who's joining this live, and it's a little bit later, from the beginning, let's do it years ago. Let me pull that comment up. Anybody who's joining a bit later, the whole idea is I'm going to brainstorm out loud as spaghetti strategy, whatever is top of mind. And then we will have guests that will come on that will be planned, but most of this is going to be impromptu guests that come on through Clubhouse, and then we'll do a little bit of interview. Really just want to be able to expose as many people as possible. Come on. All right. I got to get I'm going to get internet beefed up before Monday to get these. There we go. A million years ago. Yeah, a million years ago in internet time, 4 years ago. So on Clubhouse, we'll have people come online. You can interrupt me and we'll have a conversation. And inside of the collective, we'll be able to get stuff done. The main goal is to be able to support people in the stuff that they're doing. Please shameless plug, if you are listening to this, please shamelessly plug everything that you are working on. You describe it or send links out to it. That's what I want this to be. We'll get it featured. And if you want to talk about it. So if I was an author and had 5 books out there, I'd love to see a link in here of some of the books. Nina, I know you've got some amazing projects that are going on at times. So anything that you want to plug, please do so in the comments here. We'll get it up here and I'll talk about it if I have some context around it. We'll do some live reviews as we have some context around it. And then we'll also invite you to come in live. So don't want to come in any day with any particular agenda, and don't want to come away with anything on the back end except for inspiration and potentially moving projects forwards that can make a difference. So going into the comments here, if there is, so what we'll do, I'll give an opportunity going forward. Yeah, no, it's great, not distracting. Thanks for that, Ben. If there is anything, let's see, anything, let's just see. Yeah, anything that you want to get plugged, I think will be fine. We'll talk. Here we go. Author.to/Steve Bivens. So how this is going to work when Steve gets an introduction to Clubhouse. Steve, yeah, author. Let's just pull. I'm not going to pull up another screen share right now. So this will be a teaser for something that'll be coming next week. Author Steve has written 5 books. The one that I was most intimately involved with, Fear Itself. What was the title? Tell me There's Nothing to Fear But Fear Itself. What was the end title at the end of it, Steve? I'm going to pull up the link here. Or The End of Fear Itself was the name of the title. I did the, what do you call it? With the thing in the front, the introduction, that's not what it's called. Actually, it was about 4 years ago at this time. We were in Switzerland writing. It was really confronting because I'm a speaker and not a writer, to be able to actually pull it together. And Steve, while he was actually writing the book, really taking a run at The End of Fear Itself, coached me through my 2 pages, and he did over 200 pages. So check out the stuff that he is actually doing. Also runs or did at least The End of Fear Itself. Let's get that up here. Actually, I'm going to keep the link up here as much as possible in the comments. The forward, that's the right term. Also runs all right. I'm getting to the place where I've said too many words without having a conversation with people. A farmer's market, that's the term that I'm using. No, it's not a farmer's market. I'll just let you let's jump in there in Minnesota. So really amazing, fun guy to be able to work with. So we're going to come in for a landing here in a few minutes. Please send me, what we'll do is on the back end of this, just send me a direct message. What do you want to see? Like, really just want this to have, to use a platform, especially when it's still in the hundreds of people attending it versus the thousands of people attending it. Really start to structure this to be able to make the most amount of impact, and to allow people and support people to get done what they want to get done, and to give farmers market, got it, to get done what they want to get done out there in the world. So thanks so much. And a popcorn company. Let's talk about, yes. In a popcorn company. Well, all right, these are little teasers of stuff that's going to come. So what I'm thinking about doing, I don't know if Sean is still here. Sean sends out a link at the end of his sessions, a link tree for this. So any of the links that pop in here, we'll start working on curating those links, and that'll start informing what we talk about inside of the next sessions. The other thing you can see is we've got the transcripts of this whole session here with me actually talking. We're going to run some crazy analytics and stuff, analytic on this stuff in the background. So thank you so much for listening in. If you are listening live, or if you're listening after the fact, this is my favorite thing to do on the planet besides spend time with my family and friends. So thanks so much for allowing me to do this. Finishing a school program, let me just get this real quick. But after we publish, pushing and finalizing this, I'm just gonna give a little teaser on this one real quickly. In the future, I'm gonna be able to pull up links. My internet is so crappy right now that I'm nervous that I'm gonna crash everything if I start pulling up some of these links. But let's just leave this right here for a second. Finishing a school program this week, but after we'll be pushing and finalizing this. I'm not going to try to read it. Might change back to .com again. Check it out. Here's a sample. Oh, got it. Yeah, we got the sample link tree here. So Nina, yeah, let us know how we can support you and any of the stuff that you are working on in the side. LinkedIn user Sean just jumped in again with the sample Brainstorm in a box. So there we go. We got that here. So there you can see that. So really what Brainstorm in a Box inspired was, and you'll see, I mean, their production is off the charts amazing. Again, I don't want to oversell. And yeah, I kind of do want to oversell it. And but yeah, anybody, yeah. And then but the whole idea is we talk about stuff, you might catch a little bit of inspiration about an idea. And then how do we actually turn that idea into something that can actually matter in the world? And we do that through community, through supporting our friends and friends that we don't know yet. And, you know, like little commitments to actually see what we actually want to taste. So, and please, yeah, let me know how I can support what you're actually doing. And then also, please, if there's some results on the back end of any of these sessions, let me know. Just here to be able to support. And the best thing that I know how to do is talk. Oversell. All right, Sean, big, oversell. That's you, Sean. All right, big oversell. Yeah, best thing I know how to do is talk and share about the stuff that I am inspired with. And if you are on this session right now, you are, and I can see who the people are who are on here. I'm inspired by the stuff that you actually do. So thanks, everyone. Maybe we'll call it the oversell show. Thanks a lot. If you are seeing this afterwards, please pop in the links. My intention is to respond to every comment that comes through here. If I don't fulfill on that, please hit me up on DM. And then everybody get on to Clubhouse. Apply, get on the waiting list for Clubhouse. Your friends will start to get you notified. And then anybody who wants to come on live, the best way we'll do that over Clubhouse. Yep, that's it. Get on the Clubhouse. You can come on live any point in time and want to have this be a conversation with as many people as possible. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day, and we'll speak soon.